Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to add a signature to your email. What the signature is just your information in the body of an email. This is one of those things that's easier to show you than describe, so let me get right to it. I'm going to come up here and click on New Email, and it brings up our blank email box, an untitled message. I want to draw your attention up here on the ribbon where it says Signature. I'm going to click on the drop down, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to click on signatures. Now, I have a couple signatures that are already in here, but I'm going to show you how to create a new one. This is an example of a signature right here, this information. Now, when you create a signature, I'm going to come up and click on New. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this the Anthony signature. I'm going to give it a name, so I'm just going to type in Anthony. I'm going to click OK. And what you're going to see is we're going to get a blank dialog box to work with. Typically what I recommend is hit the enter key maybe 3 times. I just did it twice, maybe that's sufficient. And then go in and just type in your name. Now keep in mind, this is going to go out in every email that you send out. So I'm going to type in my name. I'm going to type in maybe my company. Let's go Tony the teacher. This is one of the ways people know me. .com. I'm going to hit the enter. I'm going to go down and I'm going to type in my phone number 781-728-9777. Oop. Maybe I'll type in one of my websites, and some of you know me through this. Teach an old dog new tricks. And a lot of times what I'll do is when I have a longer name, I'll capitalize certain letters. It doesn't have any impact on the way this will work. But typically, teach an old dog new tricks is sort of long, and just to make it easier on the eyes, I'm going to sort of capitalize some of the typical first letters in the words .com. Now I want to draw your attention to something. When I hit the space bar to go on, it automatically made this into a hyperlink. Now my experience has been sometimes that doesn't always happen. And if that doesn't happen, what you can do is you can come here and add the hyperlink by clicking on this little icon. But for now, I'm just going to sort of leave it at this. I'm not going to put in my email address for the time being. I'm going to take my name. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's say we make it a 14. And let's say maybe we make it bold. Let's say we change the color of it to something maybe a little lighter, just so it doesn't seem quite as bold. And I think I took the highlighting off by mistake, and I'm not sure exactly how I did that. Let's go down and click on gray. So now I've made my name gray. I'm going to click OK. Actually, I misspoke. Before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to the top right. I'm going to say for new messages that I send out, I want to put the Anthony signature in. And for replies and forwards, I'm going to do the same thing. Now, sometimes people will make a reply signature that has a little less information, because what I can do in the signature here is I can really get detailed. I can throw in what's called a business card. I can add a picture in, so maybe I want to put in a company logo. I could do things like that. But this one's just going to be a fairly simple signature. You might have a more detailed signature for new messages, but when you reply, because they know who you are, you just keep it simple, maybe something shorter like this. But I'm just going to click OK. And now what's going to happen is not in this email, but in upcoming emails, when I send a new email, my signature will automatically be in there. Let me come up and click on the X to close this email. Let's go back, click on new email like we're starting again. And what I want you to observe is right there is my signature. The reason I went down a couple lines is because I didn't want it to show up right at the top. I wanted a little bit of space to work with. So again, if I just want to go send myself an email, I can do that. Once it starts to recognize what I'm typing in, I can just hit the tab key and it will fill in the rest. I'm going to call this the SIG. Let's just type it out, signature. And I'm going to type Tony. I'm just going to put something in here. I'm going to hit send. So now the signature has gone out, or I'm sorry, the email has gone out with my signature in it. And quite honestly, the thought process behind having a signature is you don't want to have to type all that information every single time. So what I want to draw your attention to is the thought that as you start getting emails from other people, other businesses, look at their signature and take away things you like and take away things you don't like. If you put too much in your signature, like not messages, but pictures. Sometimes spam filters can look at that and think, I don't know if I want to let that in. And sometimes I think, but I'm not sure, it can detract from you sending email by possibly putting it into a spam filter because it sees certain types of things in the email, like a picture. So my feeling is keep it fairly simple, but get your information out there and use a signature to make life a little easier when you're sending an email. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you very much. Have a great day.